Joining me on Times Now today is Sushmita Dev, daughter of Santosh Mohan Dev, who I've known as a young reporter. And she's just resigned from the Rajya Sabha, from the Trinamool-Congress as well. Thank you very much, Sushmita, for joining me on Times Now. Why did things come to such a pass is my question to you. What changed so quickly that you left the Congress for the Trinamool-Congress 5 years ago, and today you've had to quit the TMC?
You see, when I joined the Trinamool-Congress, they had a very ambitious national plan, which I took on with all sincerity. And as you know, that after 5 years in the Assam Assembly election, Trinamool-Congress has secured one MLA seat. But what has unfolded since the 4th, it's not just about Bengal, because Navika, you mentioned my father. My politics is primarily in Assam. And I felt that there were too many political reasons and some personal reasons because of which I thought this was the best course of action for me. And needless to say that when you resign from the primary membership of the party, you should not hold on to the Rajya Sabha seat which our party gave you. I'm fully aware that because of my resignation, the All India Trinamool-Congress may not be able to win this seat back in Rajya Sabha. But despite that, I felt the circumstances was such that this decision was important to me.
What were these circumstances? Sushmita Dev, you're somebody who's always spoken your mind and your heart. What were these circumstances that pushed you to take this decision?
You see, Navika, without, let me give you, by way of an example, let me try and explain it to you, that when a regional party wants to go national, there's a certain way and style of functioning which we expect, number one. Number three, that party should be in a position to have a narrative for every state. And last but not the least, vote transfer is also a big issue. Another reason why I felt that I'm a person who has always done electoral politics, although I was in the Rajya Sabha not once, but for the second time now. And to pursue electoral politics, because that's one way of serving your people, I felt that it may not be possible if I kept the status quo ante.
So you're saying you want to fight the next Lok Sabha elections from Assam now, because after resigning from the Trinamool Congress, your first stop was the residence of Himanta Biswa Sarma, the Assam Chief Minister, and a former colleague of yours from the Congress party.
See, whether I will stand for election and which election I'll stand for, I don't think that's a decision I can take right now. I was talking about what I wish to do. What I wish to do, and Navika, you can imagine this situation is not easy for me. I mean, I have been on an interview with you way back in August 2021. So I think in a moment like this, I felt that the best person to take some guidance from is the Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma ji, and he had a very candid chat. So as of today, things are pretty uncertain for me, but I think that sometimes, you have to take a risk to get somewhere. So I can only hope that it turns out okay for me. Of course, there are no guarantees in politics because it's very, very dynamic. It's changing every moment.
Again, Sushmita Dev, because we've had this conversation 5 years ago when you left the Congress party to join the Trinamool-Congress, you at that time said that for you, ideology is very important. I want to ask you, ideology of the Congress and the Trinamool-Congress could be similar, even though the Trinamool-Congress separated from the Congress and made its own profile. The fact is, we're back to square one. Trinamool-Congress is also speaking about a merger with the Congress. And where does this leave ideology on any side?
You see, Navika, I think your question is premature because as we speak, I haven't joined any party. So once I joined, I'm sure we can revisit and you can ask me this question again because right now, this question is an open one. So I think let's make the rules of the game fair because as of today, I have not joined any party.
Okay. So are you saying that joining the BJP is not a done deal yet? Is it something that may happen in the future? Hasn't really been signed on the dotted line yet?
You know, Navika, I want to find a way, however cliched it may sound, to perform on the ground. You know, work for the people. I've been an MLA, I've been a municipal commissioner, I've been a Lok Sabha MP. And the reason I went to the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam is that he is the Chief Minister. So today, if you want to put even if you want to build a small lane or you want to make a small bridge, he is the person to go to. And I can say it with conviction that I have been a part of the Congress. I've seen what the Congress government has done for Assam in the past. I have seen in the last 10 years what has happened in Assam vis-a-vis development. And I can tell you that there's a stark difference. So, of course, to revisit your last question, ideology does matter. There's no two ways about it. But just ideology with no capacity to deliver on the ground to your people is also of no use.
Okay, so are there any other options on the table? If it's not the BJP, is it any other party? Which are these parties that would be probably on your list to look at? Or are you wanting to start your own outfit? What do you have in your mind, Sushmita Dev?
My priority is very clear. There are certain things I want to do for my area and for my region. And I believe that this is important. This is important for my area. I don't know if you've been to Silchar. And that's what I discussed with the CM of Assam. So I look up to him as a guide, and I hope that he'll help me find a solution.
Well, Sushmita Dev, again, I still haven't been able to understand or fathom the reason of why did you resign from the Trinamool-Congress and the member of Rajya Sabha. Were there any incidents in the party that worried you? Because we've seen a mass exodus, or rather 20 MPs of the Lok Sabha signing a letter, submitting it to the speaker. Another colleague of yours from Rajya Sabha, Shukhendu Shekhar Ray, resigned yesterday. Is there something happening in the party that made you take this decision?
You see, it's a combination of things. I think what's happening in the parliament and in the assembly vis-a-vis the look, honestly, Navika, I have not seen any list and who signed. I am not aware of that. But I think what is strictly speaking happening in the parliament with the Lok Sabha members and the assembly MLAs is restricted to the politics of Bengal. And it's quite disconnected to my trajectory, which is in Assam. So my reasons for leaving can't really be equated with theirs. And my narrative is very different from theirs. I'm not saying their narrative is wrong or right. They're entitled to have their narrative, but mine is a different one, which which I have just been talking to you about.
Well, Sushmita Dev, this list of 19 that even Kakoli Ghosh Dastidar, your ex-colleague, has spoken about includes herself, Jagdish Chandra Basunia, Khaliur Rahman, Yusuf Pathan, Tabu Tahir Khan, Partha Bhomik, Bappi Haldar, Sayoni Ghosh, Mala Roy, Mitali Beg, also Deepak Adhikari, Soren, June Malia, Arup Chakravarti, all the names are there. Are you saying you people as colleagues don't talk to each other? Are there no phones that have been invented for people within the Trinamool Congress?
I'll be very honest. The names you just read out to me, I don't know how many are there. I haven't been speaking to any of them. That's the honest truth. Because, it's such a complicated situation. Yeah.
So why now? Why right after the elections? When you're in the Rajya Sabha, you still have a term left. Why now?
See, when I have decided that I want to do a certain kind of politics from my state, I felt that in Trinamool, that would not be possible. I have been watching the course of events, not from now, but right from the 4th of May, the day of the results. On the same day that the Assam results came out. After that, there have been several meetings at the national level, several strategies, which I'm seeing on TV because I'm not party to those meetings. And given the entire situation, I thought it through. And I just thought that this is the best way forward for me. I mean, I don't have a perfect answer that can satisfy you, Navika, but those are my thoughts.
But tell me, have you in the last 1 month spoken to Mamata Didi? Have you spoken to Abhishek Banerjee? Has there been an effort to try and address the problems why the Trinamool Congress has lost out not only in Bengal but hasn't had an impact in Assam?
See, it's not my jurisdiction to talk to Trinamool Congress High Command on Bengal because I don't work in Bengal. I'm not connected to the politics of Bengal. When it comes to Assam, we won 1 seat. I mean, like Hindi में बोलते हैं हमारा खाता खुला इस बारी Assam में, which she's aware of. So at least I can proudly say that I have not left the Trinamool, in Assam in a weaker position. I have left the Trinamool in a better position than what they had at the stage when they had first asked me to work. So I have given them 1 MLA. So I have not left them in a worse position in Assam. And as for Bengal, I mean, I am not connected to Bengal politics. And you're saying that have I spoken to them and all of that? I'm a member of the National Working Committee. So I have attended 2 meetings on Zoom. So I have heard what she has said and, the discussions and all of that, most of which was pertaining to Bengal, not so much to Assam.
So Sushmita Dev, I also want to ask you, why is there such a disconnect? Why is the Trinamool Congress unraveling in the manner that it has? People have left and gone, whether you look at the legislative party in Bengal, 58 MLAs have literally made their own identity. 19 MPs in Lok Sabha have made their own identity. You and others have resigned from the Rajya Sabha. Why is it all happening? Some in the Trinamool Congress say that you enjoyed the fruits of power and now you have put a dagger in Mamata Banerjee's back.
See, people will comment on what I have done. I mean, that's the nature of the beast. I mean, I cannot claim immunity here and neither do I want to. But I'll say one thing, Navika, I don't know whatever it's worth, that although Trinamool Congress was in power in Bengal, I worked in states and in areas where it was almost like a greenfield project, and I have no guilt, and I take pride in saying that I left the Trinamool-Congress after toiling hard enough to ensure that at least they now have one MLA in Assam. So it's not like I've enjoyed power, because how many times have you seen me in Bengal meeting ministers, or I don't know, have you ever seen me like hobnobbing with all the powerful people of the Trinamool-Congress when the Trinamool was in power? I haven't. I didn't even take a PSO. I was entitled to security as a Trinamool-Congress MP every time I set foot in Bengal. I never took. So I don't think I've enjoyed the fruits of power. The job I was given is to make Trinamool grow outside Bengal. To make Trinamool grow outside Bengal, and that's what I've tried to do. They have not done well in Goa. They have not done well in Tripura. Okay, they have some MLAs in Meghalaya and Assam, for which I've been responsible after the state president left. I think I've done, or at least I've tried to do my best, and I don't think I can say anything further on them. But in politics, when you're in public life, I'm open to being judged. I can't claim immunity on that.
Well, so then, do you still believe the words that you said for Himanta Da? You said to him and about him, the Chief Minister of Assam is constantly disturbing the internal peace of Assam. You've also said in the past that the Congress party, there is no way of defeating without the Congress party, the fascist regime of Narendra Modi. Do you still stand by these statements?
I'm sure I have said many things in the past, and you've just read me a short list. That's very kind of you. But politics is very dynamic, and I can't give you a good excuse that why, after saying that, I have met with the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam. And when he was in the Congress, he also said many things, and now he's in the BJP. But that's politics, Navika, and that's the harsh reality of politics.
पर दिल क्यों टूटा तृणमूल कांग्रेस में? सुष्मिता देव, आप ये बता नहीं रही हैं, दिल क्यों टूटा? क्योंकि इतना बड़ा फैसला आपने यूं ही तो नहीं ले लिया.
See, Navika, I don't know what's going to happen in Bengal. I can't say because it's very legally complicated what is going on. But I feel that as far as my future is concerned in Assam politics, I just feel that it may not work out for me in Trinamool. And when I go to the people of Assam, like I can't even, I'm unable to deliver to them. And my legacy is such, when they hear my father's name and when they see me, they think I can deliver on anything. You see, it's that thing. People will say, Didi, you've come, we need this road, or we need this bridge, or we need that. That's the reality. Unless you can deliver for the people, is very tough. I mean, let's just say, I'm just giving a hypothetical situation, that now that I'm a free bird, I'm not in any party, and let's say that, something happens, my destiny is such that I'm just, in this uncertain state of affairs, I'm sure I will be still in a better position to go to the Chief Minister of Assam and ask for some things for my area or my people. At least in that sense, despite the uncertainty, I feel I'll be in a better position.
Do you think you can perform better without being member of a party, or do you think you need a party that can anchor you to deliver the best to your area, your state? So I come back to the question. How long are you a free bird, and when will you join the BJP? And Sushmita Dev, the country is watching. Please dil se boliye aur sach boliye.
Yeah. See, Navika, I have not denied the fact. I went in broad daylight after resigning for the party. I'm telling you the order. Then I went to the Vice President, resigned from my Rajya Sabha post, And then in broad daylight, not in the dark of the night, I went in, met the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam. I'm even on record telling you that I had a discussion with him about my possible roadmap for me to work in Assam. I have not denied any of this. Now, unless I can say something with certainty, putting something on record on your show where the nation is watching, I don't think that time is today. I mean, you can call me a few days later or a few weeks later, whatever, and I'll come and tell you and answer all and many more questions that you're likely to have at that point of time.
Okay, so today I will just ask. Suddenly you decided to quit the Rajya Sabha because you felt the party did not seem to have a future in Assam. ऐसे suddenly नहीं होता है. You have been a politician's daughter, an ex-minister's
daughter. You're right. Suddenly नहीं होता है.
तो क्या बदला?
See, you're right कि these decisions can't be taken suddenly. But you know, everyone who's asking me the questions is totally focused on Bengal. But you have to understand that in the 2026 4th May result, two states, Assam and Bengal, gave a mandate. And incidentally or coincidentally, Bengal was the state where my former party was in power, and Assam is a state where I come from, and that's my karma bhumi, if you like. So it's a combination of things. At the end of the day, I'm very much, entitled to make a political analysis of the situation and take a call for myself. That's my right. Somebody may not like it. Somebody may chastise me for it. Somebody may judge me for it. But I have that right to take a decision. I have no shame in that.
Absolutely. What would you respond to your now ex-colleagues in the Trinamool-Congress who are saying, that you are, people who are now turning their back on Mamata Banerjee are opportunists?
I don't know. I saw a press meet of Shri Kalyan Banerjee where he was praising Shukhendu Shekhar Rai, saying he's done the right thing. He left the party, then he resigned his post. Everybody should do that. He was applauding Shukhendu Shekhar Rai. So I don't know what the Trinamool will say about me. I suggest you ask them first, and I have that video. I can show it to you.
Well, what do you think about the 19 MPs in the Lok Sabha who now want to go their separate way? Do you think they have the right to take the decision, given the fact that it is their heart which is calling and telling them to take this decision?
You see, I can't, I'm not privy to what are the circumstances or why or how this came about, to be very honest. And the second thing is that they are, like the MLAs, they are also saying that Mamata Banerjee is our leader. So it's a very, people are comparing it to Maharashtra, but I don't think it's an identical situation because there was Eknath Shinde and Uddhav Thackeray, right? There were two leaders there, and here it's everybody saying Mamata Banerjee is our leader. So ये क्या रहस्य है मैं तो नहीं बोल सकती. Honest truth is,
आप पार्टी के अंदर थी तब भी नहीं बोल सकती. आप पार्टी के बाहर आ गई, आपको समझ नहीं आई. यानी कि क्या Trinamool Congress is like a puzzle? Nobody's been able to decipher it. Then what would you call the India Alliance?
See, India Alliance, I saw the meeting on the 8th, Navika, whatever was shown in the media, because obviously we are not privy to what happens inside. But I'm talking from my common sense, and everybody in the India Alliance group is much older than me and much more experienced than me. I think it's a fallacy to think that you have 10% vote and I have 10% vote. So if we fight together, we'll get 20% vote. Elections is not a exact science. Whether votes will transfer or no, only time will tell. And there are enough examples of alliances which have failed, because the vote hasn't transferred. So we'll have to wait to see, first of all, who all are on board and how do they want to ensure that Adhir Ranjan will transfer his votes to Trinamool and that Trinamool will transfer their votes to the Congress. It's not so simple. We've seen the Congress and the left alliance fail many times in Bengal and in Tripura.
Do you think there is a merger of the TMC and the Congress on the cards?
Alliance. I don't know, because I have just seen it on the news that there's going to be a merger. But I think a merger is also not so simple. It's not enough for, just sit together and say, oh, we're going to merge. It has to happen from top to bottom, right, till the booth committee. I think there's a Supreme Court judgment to that effect. So what they will do is their call. I mean, let's wait and see what happens.
What do you make of Mamata Banerjee making a beeline for the India Alliance? No, Mamata Banerjee made a beeline for the India Alliance meeting right after her loss in Bengal. She was very, very dismissive of the India Alliance before the elections. What do you think caused the change of heart?
See, I can't say what Mamata is thinking, but I'll tell you something. Because I took a decision and I had a change of mind, those who are calling me an opportunist should also know that many leaders are changing their minds every now and then. I'm not the only one. I mean, in Tamil Nadu, there was a big change of mind to desert Stalin and go to TVK. You yourself said, not me, that Didis had a change of mind. So if everybody else is allowed to change their mind, even I'm allowed to change my mind. That's all I can say.
You once said that without the Congress, there is no opposition or a possible practical replacement of Narendra Modi. Do you still agree with that? You believe in that? Or do you think the opposition has lost the plot?
See, let me start by saying that I think if you asked Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, even he would agree that in a democracy you have to have an opposition, and stronger the opposition, the better it is for the country. Now, who is going to be that opposition and in what form, that only time will tell. But if I were to look at pure data, Congress has the largest vote share, but Congress's strike rate, there's a problem with. So, and now losing a big state like Bengal is only going to get tougher. And in the few months from now, we also have the UP election. So, a lot of things have to fall in place, for the opposition to click. Whereas on this side, which is the NDA side, if you see, it is not scattered. It is not scattered with lesser numbers. They have a tighter alliance and a more stable alliance. I mean, my common sense tells me that.
Well, we'll wait for the common sense to make way for a little more open-hearted conversation as soon as you decide your next course of action, Sushmita Dev. When do we expect the next headline from you?
Listen, who can predict the future? No one. So let's wait and see. But I promise you, Navika, I'll personally call you whenever there's a decision, if there is one.
Well, my phone lines are working. Thank you very much, Sushmita Dev. As always, being gracious in speaking with me, and we're hoping for a few details in the days to come. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Thank you.